All right, everyone. Happy Sunday evening. King 5 meteorologist Adam Claibon here with you as we get ready to end off the 4th of July weekend and head into the start of a new work week. Going to be kind of different, though, because we got a big match here in Seattle, the USA and Belgium. And so for some, you might take that extra day off so that you can come down to the city and enjoy all the festivities. It's going to be a warm one. We'll talk about that. Plus, we'll talk about some additional rain chances that might be around for us as we go later into the week. Plus, some fire concerns that are out there for areas east of the Cascades. Still dealing with that there. We have some fires ongoing right now. Plus, there is the potential for maybe additional fires to even start to spark. So, again, we'll talk about that here in a second. First, though, let's take a look at that World Cup matchup forecast for tomorrow, USA and Belgium. That starts off at 5, and you can see temperatures around that time will be around the 80-degree mark. So, going to be a warm one. By no means the warmest match we've had here so far. We've seen some temperatures up near the 90-degree mark. So all in all, that's going to be a warm day, but definitely not going to be extremely warm. We'll see things cool off, though, as we head on into more so Wednesday. Tuesday still relatively warm, as we'll be up around that 80-degree mark, and then more of a cool down. Some showers around for Wednesday and heading into Friday, and those look to be very minimal in terms of any moisture that might be out that way. Let's take a look at a few sunsets. Hansfield, you can see sun is set right now, but we still have a nice glow showing up in the sky. And you can kind of see here at Bellingham a little bit of the sunlight still around, too, as you look off towards the right side of your screen. No, generally pretty dark there and here around Port Angeles. And as we look currently at what's happening here around areas of Seattle, it's dark, and you can see all the city lights as we are sitting at 65. North winds coming in at about 8 miles per hour. All right, throughout the night, we'll drop down through the 60s into the 50s and start off tomorrow morning right around those lower to mid 50s, and less in terms of cloud coverage, too. Last few mornings, we've had some of them morning clouds. This morning, or tomorrow morning into Monday morning, not going to see much of that at all. Wanted to show you this. Temperatures have been warming here the past few days, and so the air mass is warming up. So we did a little bit of that here today for Sunday, and we look to do more of that into the day for tomorrow. That's why a lot of us are still holding on to the 60s at this hour. But you are seeing more 50s farther to the north. And as we look at what's happening on radar, you will notice farther south that we do have some of those showers and storms. I'm going to say that in sort of a question sort of way, because down this way here closer to more of eastern Oregon, that's where we have some storm activity. And even though you're seeing some green popping up on radar, not all of that is actually falling as rain too. A lot of that evaporating, and some of that is what we call dry lightning, or just lightning and thunderstorms without much rain or any rain at all. So that's a concern as far as building or creating more fires. And so that's something that we'll keep an eye out for as that moisture tries to ride its way off to the north. With that being said, we do have fire weather watches heading on into Tuesday, as we do see some of that moisture trying to head northward, but at the same time, too, those winds beginning to pick up again. And so some of the existing fires could possibly rapidly spread yet again. Plus, we're going to notice some very low humidities. Those will be around 9 to 18% during those times that you see right there between 11 a.m. on Tuesday through 10 p.m. heading into Tuesday evening. So looking at future casts, you'll see as we go throughout more of the night and into the day tomorrow, sunny sky is going to be with us here as we start off into Monday morning. We'll continue on into the afternoon, seeing a little more of that onshore push beginning to come on back, and that's going to help to bring in the slight cool down that we're expecting into Tuesday, and some additional cloud coverage too early into Tuesday morning. A good amount of sunshine still, however, for the remainder of the day on Tuesday before we head into Tuesday night and Wednesday. Weaker disturbance pushing on through. That could help to produce some light shower activity, and you can see that last with us all the way into the afternoon on Tuesday. So that is going to keep things a bit cooler. We're just not going to squeeze a lot of moisture out of those clouds as that comes on through. As we look at your forecast later on into the week, you'll see that's disturbance number 1. That's generally going to be bringing in more of the rain off to the north, and even that's looking kind of pathetic up around British Columbia. So as that moves off towards the east, you'll see Thursday there's a break in between the systems, not much really to report on there. And then for Friday, here you go, you can see some rain beginning to come back into the picture for us. Shouldn't be a whole lot around, might even last into the day on Saturday. We'll see the timing on that, but that's going to help to reintroduce and bring back more of that onshore push. And so it really mostly just keeps temperatures from getting out of hand. So you'll see that after seeing some of the temperatures up near the 80-degree mark for Monday and Tuesday, we're generally talking about low to mid 70s for the remainder of the work week and heading into the weekend. Average highs at 75, and so we'll be at or maybe just slightly below that number for a lot of those days before we head into the following work week on Monday, on the 13th of July. And then a couple of days after that, seeing some of the temperatures beginning to climb up just a bit more. Early into Monday morning, check out all the 40s that we have ahead for us. Going to be a kind of a chilly start. Not too much wind out there, so that's not going to add to the chill in the air, but we're going to see that along with some lower to mid 50s as we start off early into Monday. And then highs tomorrow. Around 74 in Orcas Island, 71 in Anacortes, low 80s for Mount Vernon, and upper 70s there in Bellingham, with low 80s around Arlington, down to Monroe. Around 77 in Linwood, 72 in Coopville. We'll top off in the upper 70s around Shoreline, Bainbridge Island at 78, 82 in Bremerton, with mid 80s around Auburn, and then also seeing some of those mid to upper 80s down this way. So Central and South Sound, as well as the Kitsap Peninsula, going to be the warmest spots here into the day for tomorrow. Kind of borderline hot, right? We'll head on farther south along I-5, seeing some of the same numbers there, while seeing only the 60s out towards the coast, even the possibility of some upper 50s. So we'll have that onshore push coming back just a bit earlier, but if you are trying to get to some of those warmer spots, it's farther to the east, where we have the 80s around. If you want to beat the heat, and out to the coastal areas, that's where it looks like we're going to stay quite a bit cooler. And a look at your 7-day forecast, a couple of really warm days here, Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday getting up to 72 with a few of those showers around, and keeping an eye out for a few showers also as we head into Friday, and keeping things pretty quiet into the following weekend. Tomorrow, though, should be a beautiful day. Plenty of sunshine out there, very summer-like now that we are now in the 5th of July, right? And passwords, that's what the saying is. We'll keep things pretty nice, it looks like, on into a lot of the week. Just not going to be quite as warm as what we're expecting on Monday. And yes, let's go Team USA. All right, everyone, we'll take care. Have a superb Sunday night, and we'll talk to you soon.